Got it? This is Leonardo with North Georgia High, and we're gonna do another hand wrapping video. David put out 2 videos, 2 different ways to wrap hands. I wanted to put out another one. I got a pretty simple way of wrapping hands, and for anybody that, you gotta just find a way of wrapping hands that's comfortable for you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with, these are 180s. They're American stand-up hand wraps. I've had them for about 7 years, but I still like them. Even though the Velcro's going bad, they just got a good feel. They're nice and thick. So we're starting thumb, and it usually says down. Usually an indication of which one is down is the stitching goes down. So I wrap it over the wrist once, then I come up to the hand. I go over the hand, over the knuckles, I come back through the bottom, and then I'm gonna go down to the wrist. Once I get down to the wrist, I'm gonna go over the wrist again, and then from there I'm gonna come back under the knuckle. I try to stay under the thumb, the base of the thumb, and I'm coming up and I'm going over and between the pinky. Then I'm gonna come back down below the base of the thumb and go over the wrist again. I'm bringing it back to the other side, and I'm going through the next set of fingers. All right, coming back down below the base and over the wrist again. Once I'm over the wrist that time, we're gonna come under the base again and through the last finger. All right, after we're through the last finger, we should have, with 180s, plenty of wrap length. I'm going over the wrist, I'm going from under the wrist back up to cover the knuckles and everything that I just wrapped up top. Under the hand, over the knuckles. All right, now I'm pretty firm on my wrap. I'm loosening this up, coming back down to the wrist. Coming across, over the wrist again. Now I'm gonna do my thumb. I'm coming under the base of the thumb, over the thumb, under the wrist, and I'm coming across the opposite direction now. I'm gonna pull tight, come under the base of the thumb, wrap the thumb again, go back to the wrist. Now my wrist is wrapped, my thumb is wrapped, and I'm gonna use this remainder to get my wrist covered, and we're good. These are a very thick set of wraps, so you're not gonna get the bulk out of regular hand wraps as you're getting out of this one. But like I said, these wraps, I like them because they are nice and thick. They got a good stretch to them. So I'm gonna do this second one. I'm gonna try to get through it fairly quickly, but I'm gonna do it and show you again. Thumb, over the wrist. Once I go over the wrist, now I'm coming up to the hand. Under the hand, over the knuckles. Going back under the hand, and I'm Xing across to my wrist. Over the wrist, base of the thumb, and I'm coming through the pinky. Coming back down to the base of the thumb, and I'm going over the wrist. Then I'm going to hit all of my digits again. I'm just going to do this real quick. Even though my hand wraps are all knotted up, because I kind of just had them folded in my bag. Last one. From here, we're going through, and now we're just going to wrap the knuckles again, over, under, on top, over the knuckles, nice and firm. Once we're back to this bottom again, back to the wrist. Now for the thumb. We're coming under the bridge, over the thumb, and we'll be going in the opposite direction. So now we're going to wrap the wrist again. We're going to go under the base of the thumb, over, wrap the thumb, and we'll be using the rest of this to tighten up on our wrist. All right? Watch the video several times if you have to. I hope it explained it clearly enough, but that's the way I prefer to wrap hands, and I enjoy that wrap. It gives me enough protection on the knuckles and on the hand. Remember, the hand wrap is to protect your hand. It's not necessarily to protect your knuckles. It's to protect the, I believe they're called metacarpals, bones and tendons. So thank you. If you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, find a way that's comfortable for you. Thank you.